Yo, you fat. Yeah, what's up? You wanna know something crazy? What, besides being in this cold-ass garage? Well, yeah, besides that. Did you know that there's 90% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed to my channel yet? What? That's crazy. Yeah, I guess we should probably start this video. Should we say it together? Yeah, all right. We can do it together. Roll the intro. Well, here it is. This is my 2000 Ford Excursion XLT. So, what can I tell you about it? This model has one of 3 engine choices that were available. This has the 6.8 liter V10. The engine choices you had were the 5.4 liter, which came in the F-150s and Expeditions and should have stayed there. Then you also had your choice of the 6.8 liter V10, which is what this has. Then there was the 7.3 liter Power Stroke. Later, 2003, about halfway, they changed it to the 6.0. Couple reasons why I chose, I jumped on this one. It came with the V10. It was cheap at the time. And yeah, diesel prices on Excursions are unbelievable right now. So I couldn't get that. And you know what? The V10 is a very, very suitable engine for this vehicle, especially this size. The 5.4 is completely underpowered, and it should have stayed in the smaller trucks. The Excursion was created kind of an answer. It was pretty much created as an answer to the Chevy Suburban. And now this thing is the king of SUVs. This being an XLT, it was kind of just a crazy thing, like a crazy plethora of options, because it didn't have to be an Eddie Bauer or a Limited to get leather. You can get an XLT with leather interior. It's weird how these were all optioned out, but it was a lower model. It doesn't have the venting windows in the back, which suck, because I kind of like that, but you know what? It's whatever. Tow mirrors, if you get something like this, tow mirrors are a must. The mirrors that they came with, they were like, I think they call them the teardrop mirrors. They're horrible. It's like a mirror, it actually hangs down low too. It's the goofiest looking mirrors ever. Throw them in the garbage. As soon as you don't even just break it, just get rid of it. Tow mirrors. Best thing to have on this thing. I want to show you guys something about these Excursions and F-250s. They came with a really cool option that you wouldn't know about it until later down the road. Of course, I'm talking about rocker panel rust. Mine, I got a little lucky. It's not as horrible on rust. The front rockers are actually pretty solid. I can't tell you the back ones are. Now, it's a Super Duty. That's in and out, that's what it is. Now, these are absolutely fabulous for trips. They have so much room, and of course, again, being from like a pickup truck, you got your stuff for like paper, snacks, all that crap. So again, getting in and out of these things are very simple. They all came, I'm almost certain most of them came with these step bars. Now, this is a 4x4 model. So it sits up higher, so it's definitely a necessity to have that. Now, they did come out with the like a lot of lower models, and definitely down south, they had a lot of them that were actually only 2-wheel drive. They actually sit a little lower. Now, this is the goofy thing. Because of how it's designed and whatnot, it is really interesting to get in and out of this right here. Because I'll show you. Going in and out isn't horrible. It's just you have only a small space here for your legs, which it's in retrospect it's not horrible. But the room once you're in here, just plenty of room. You got your map lights as well here, and like I said, you got your vent. Where is it? Vent there. There's a vent back here. Oh, there's a vent right here in the middle too. Seat goes, it rolls forward like a minivan, and then you're sitting back here. Now back here, again, headroom in this thing is, there's no lack of. You have plenty of headroom in this whole thing. When you're back here, it's not bad. Plenty of room. There's a little storage compartment and armrest. Now, this is a cloth interior. Let me move up. This one had the bench seat. You can get them with the console. Well, you could have got, they're also configured with a center console. So it had pretty much a bench seat setup. It's not a bench seat, but it had 3 seats right up front. The center console that came with these, I wasn't a fan of that. I'm not a fan of the Super Duty consoles because they're kind of just right here. Just here. And then all this space was open. Now what I like, or what I did, I like having my space because I had an Expedition, which you saw, and I liked having my space here. So this console is actually out of a 99 Expedition. So let's go ahead and start this thing up. So there you got it. This is the Triton V10, also known as the spark plug shooter, along with the 5.4. Now, when I bought this, it definitely had some, issues. I didn't buy it, running and driving. That was one of the issues, spark plug. I actually had a misfire. If you follow my shorts, I had a misfire and I actually repaired it. It was had a leak, and then funny thing is, after I did all this, I still had a misfire. When it was apart, some rainwater came down and went into the spark plug hole of cylinder 5. So I was just shorting out the coil. Funny, right? So back here, you got your, standard 250 bumper. Now this is where it changes up a bit. See, like, it's so weird. It's just, these are Econoline taillights. Anyway. So you have this hatch that opens up. It's very heavy, but it has the shocks. Now here's like a huge thing that bugs me about this, which they sell upgraded shocks or struts on Amazon for them that are longer. This is stock height. Why? Yes, I understand, like, it's almost like kind of level with this piece here, but no, it needs to go higher. Anyway, this is fiberglass. These doors are fiberglass. I love these barn doors. Like, how awesome is that? Now, don't mind I have stuff in here, okay? So a cool thing about these, I used to think people were modifying the hinges, but I actually then found out that it's actually a factory option. There's a little clip here. You move that, and you can take the rod here, unhook it, and open it the full, was that 90? Well, 90 would be on here. 180 degrees. Full size spare tire, because the fuel tank is down here, which I didn't mention is 44 gallons, so it's about half a gas station. This thing is like, it's phenomenal. Now, you know what? Let's go ahead. We'll go take it for a drive. And just forewarning, I had the exhaust. I did the exhaust because I had an exhaust leak, and it was, I ordered a Flowmaster. I didn't know the Flow FX is essentially straight through, so it's a little loud until I get a better muffler. I didn't want to get that loud, but it's like, it's probably rivaling a Nissan 350Z or a Infiniti G35. It's there's a trumpet. You'll hear. Yeah, I don't know if you hear, but it's like a trumpet. Excursion only ran until 2005. It has a 4-speed automatic, and I believe later on, I believe in 03 and a half, they changed it to the 5-speed automatic. Now, I guess it does all right. It's a standard 4-speed. I mean, nowadays we have about 15 to 1600,000 gears in a car. So going down the road, it picks up speed generally easy. You don't have to really floor it to get going. It goes through the gears very nicely, nice and smooth. Exactly what you would expect. And now here's the thing with the ride quality. It is a truck. It is a Super Duty. That's what this is. This is a Super Duty. So it's all on leaf springs. The front and the back are leaf springs. My main thing is, the thing with leaf springs, they're very sturdy, very durable, but they're not really great for smooth rides. It's a bit bouncy, and sometimes there's some bumps that are a little harsh. Now, Ford did make the rears a little bit softer than the F-250. So it would kind of soften the ride a little bit. It's still leaf spring. You can't. There's not really much you can say. I've hauled with this, and I barely feel it when I'm hauling a car. And I've taken this on a trip to Ocean City earlier this year. Of course, it was kind of still running a little crappy, but it was still a comfortable ride. I didn't feel like I was drained on trying to control it or anything. I felt all right after driving it. It wasn't uncomfortable. The seats are pretty good. Like this one that I'm driving has over 210,000 miles on it, and the seats, surprisingly enough, don't feel worn down. It still has plenty of cushion, and they're pretty stiff seats. Oh, there's a deer. Yep, deer definitely almost tried to run out in front of a semi. Yikes. Anywho, so I'm gonna get on it, and you're gonna see how aggressively loud it gets if it comes in through the new mic. So as you see, it gets a little angry. It picks up, it goes a little bit, but don't mind the beeping. That's just my little thing I have here. It has my temperature, because I don't trust the goofy gauge, the dummy, what do they call these, dummy gauges? They work, but I'd rather have more precise readings. Hence, I have my I have this here. I have my O2 sensor readings, and I have my exact temperature sensor reading instead of having the gauges. Now, when it comes to these, even if it's just a gasser, I highly recommend getting a pillar pod, and then getting a temp gauge, an oil pressure gauge, and a transmission temp gauge if you're gonna haul with it, because those are 3 very important readings that you want to pay attention to when driving this thing. Like I said, the ride quality, it's what you expect. Like, small bumps you won't feel. Big bumps, it's gonna hurt a little bit, just because, like I said, it's leaf spring, and it's not gonna be soft. It's definitely a big vehicle, and it feels comfortable driving it. Even though it's large, it's in charge. Follows the road nicely. It's getting dark out. Hopefully my camera lighting isn't horrible. Let's turn that on just to see if you see me. Okay, we're gonna start going up the mountain. It's gonna get pretty loud because going up the mountain, well, actually it's not working too much harder. I have a Dodge Ram in front of me, so I can't really go anywhere. I believe it's in 4th gear right now, and it's actually doing all right. I don't really have to get on it to increase speed. Yeah, this is enjoyable. Yeah, wow. So, oh, it was actually 3rd gear. In 3rd gear, it handles this mountain relatively well. As you see, it downshifted again, and I have to let off throttle because it is picking up speed. I wasn't really on it too hard. Oh, and this guy's slowing down for some reason. And that was going up Blue Mountain. That wasn't bad at all. I actually expected it to be, you know, aggressively loud and, you know, constantly dropping down. It in 3rd gear, it held its own very nicely. I have to say, I was very impressed by how the truck controls its power, and it puts it down very, very nicely. Braking on these are, as you see, I'm going down the mountain, so it's gonna, you know, I'm testing that as well. It's doing pretty good, you know, following TFLs or brake applications. Considering these, this is pre-towing, you know, hardcore towing technology. It holds its stuff, but it's not engine braking a whole lot. It's picking up its speed down the hill. Again, the braking is very nice. You don't have to apply a whole lot considering how large it is. It slows down in a very nice manner. It's not horrendous. Gotta love it. So I don't know if I'm missing, and I have to be missing something, but if you got any comments, anything you want to know about excursions, I might know. Anything you want to know about this, and just, you know, drop down in the comments, let me know. Like I said, RnD Powder Coating did the intake manifold, did a great job. I'll have a link to his Facebook page down below. And thank you to my patron, Cynthia, for supporting the channel. If you want to support the channel, I'll put my Patreon down below. I work full-time, so I don't post as much as I should. I wish I could, but in time. I'll try to keep up on shorts, doing shorts here and there. Ooh, here we go. This is a nice corner. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, really throwing it in there. Had a little tire squeal, little tiny squeal there. Very, very. This thing is just solid driving it. Unbelievable. I don't know if you guys can still see me. It is getting dark. Yeah. Anyway, you probably can't see me anymore, but again, thanks for watching. Subscribe, share. I'll see you guys later. If there's anything I missed, let me know in the comments below, and I'll fill you in on the shorts. Thanks, guys. Later.
Subscribe.